Hello, today I will teach you about xylitol. Xylitol is a sugar, but not really a sugar, it's more like a sugar alcohol, which means it's not a sugar, but it's kind of a sugar. I'm just gonna show you. Look at this. It's 100% xylitol. You can just take it. It looks like sugar. You can just eat it, and you can just substitute it for sugar 1 to 1. You can cook stuff with that xylitol, and it will taste the same, if not better, than normal sugar. But this one has a very different property. So with sugar, you know that it's not good for your teeth. Every doctor, everyone says it's not good for your teeth. And that's true. Sugar is not good for your teeth. And that is because of one simple reason. In your mouth, you have bacteria, S. mutans, Streptococcus mutans. Streptococcus mutans, these pieces of shit, they eat the sugar, like they see it, they transport it into the cell, and then they produce more bacteria of themselves. But the problem is, like, okay, they can reproduce. That's all fine. Let them reproduce in my mouth. I don't care. Why does that affect me? Well, as a side product, kind of the poo, they excrete acids, like lactic acid and stuff like that. And that is the problem. That is why sugar is not good for your teeth. Because these acids, this poo, bacteria poo, damages our teeth. It takes uh, the crystals out of your teeth. Your teeth are crystals, basically crystallized, like very interwoven, like helix-shaped structure of crystals. Like it's such a complex shape, we can't recreate it. That's why we don't have fillings that recreate this interlocking shape. It's insane. Oh, sorry, my light went out. I'm charging it using my shitty power bank from AliExpress, so no wonder it went out. Luckily, I have two more lights here, so you still see me. Yeah. So it takes out the crystals. Every acid takes out the one crystal at a time, and then you get caries, and you get cavities. That's why you get cavities, mostly. Also, those drinks, sodas like Coca-Cola, they have a lot of acid in them. Like, even if those bacteria didn't exist, that acid would still hurt your teeth. Every acid would hurt your teeth. They will take out each and every crystal they can. And the problem is you can't get get back that crystal. It's impossible for now. I'm gonna have a video which talks about the science right now of getting back those crystals, growing them, so that we can repair cavities and whatever. But that is in the far future, in at least 3 years. So now back to xylitol. That xylitol, still sitting in my hand, it works wonders. So for us, xylitol tastes like sugar. And can you imagine if it tastes like sugar to us? It must taste like sugar to those bacteria. Staphylococcus mutans, they take this xylitol and they transport it into their cell, and the transport system, that it thinks that it is sugar or fructose or glucose. Like it has that OH pair, that whatever it's called in English, I don't know. And this this OH group, it tastes sweet. So that part, they think it is sugar, so they transport it into their cells. And they expect it to be sugar, but guess what? It's not sugar. It's a weird molecule which tastes like sugar, but isn't a sugar. Meow. Gleich. I'm coming. So, okay, so they transport that xylitol into their cells, and they can't digest it. They just can't. So it just stays there in the stomachs and clogs them up. So now when sugar is transported into their cells, it can't be processed, so they can't be they can't produce acids anymore, and they can't reproduce. And also it takes away the sugars from others, because now it took the sugar in and it can't digest it. Now the others don't have that sugar, other bacteria. You have billions of bacteria there, millions or billions, I don't know, something like that. And all of them take up the sugar and want to digest it. Now if you take xylitol, you're gonna clog them up, and then they can't reproduce, and they will slowly decline in numbers, decline, and then, you know, you'll have less cavities, hopefully. You can just eat it like that, kind of like a cocaine addict or something, but it's truly not that. It just tastes like sugar, normal. You know what, you did come into contact with that xylitol if you chewing gum. Like most of the gums have xylitol in them. Look, my camera is doing it with me. In German, Xylitol, basically. So this makes sense, right? And if you see, it says no 0 grams of sugar, but that sugar alcohol. That's what it is. Hey, don't touch my camera, cat. My cat is sitting there. So you can shoot this after each meal, and it will help your teeth. And especially the gum will clean the teeth up by chewing, and then it gets more of that crap out of your teeth that remains there. So I recommend, like, you could buy just this big pack and just like it lasts months, okay? You just buy it for $5 and then it lasts for months. Then you take just a little bit before your meal. So before your meal you take just a little bit and swish it around in your mouth, and then they will get clogged up, and then when you are eating the meal, they're taking the sugar in and they can't digest it, they die off. Isn't that awesome? I mean, this bacteria, they're causing you pain, so you must cause them pain too. Like kind of a vengeance story here. And then after the meal you eat a chewing gum. But I am telling you, you should still brush your teeth and still floss every day. Floss one time every day and brush your teeth twice in a day. Because this is still very important. And fluoride is also very important. And I'm gonna make a video about that too. So stay tuned for that. If you like this content and if it helps you, then subscribe.